That's one part. Second thing is there's a small development happened. I had shared it in the Fest group yesterday. I somehow managed to get in touch with the architectural college in Bangalore, one of the famous colleges called BMS College. And I gave a small workshop to the students. It was more of my practical experience from the past 3 decades. What will be really required for them to continue as a professional after learning the things academically. It was a very interesting session, and a lot of students got to gain a lot of knowledge about the real life working. So that was the first thing, first workshop for me in my lifetime in a college. So probably it can get developed into a good course. So let me see how it can go forward.
Awesome, nice.
Thank
Thank
you, Dada. It was in fact a motivation and thing from the fest, and also from Dada's way of putting ideas into getting into implemented. So it was a good effort. Let me see how it goes forward.
Good. Since we have less people today, and we are also live on YouTube and Facebook, and people who are watching this, I think we missed out the first part of it. So people shared their wins. Okay, let me tell you this. So there are a couple of things which are very important in our life. And the first important thing that I would like to tell you is build your circumstances before you build yourself. So if the circumstances are not appropriate, you will not be able to build yourself also. Many of you guys say, Dada, I have not got any monetary growth. Look, there is a process. Unless and until you feel the tension, you will never get an intention. I repeat, unless and until you feel the tension, you will never get an intention. Unless and until you are hungry, you are never going to go out and find a job. Are you there with me? Unless and until you are in tension, you will never have an intention. So that's how it is going to be. So when intention is probably the first thing that will move your inertia of thought, inertia of comfort, inertia of everything. Yeah. And that is very, 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 very strong. What do I tell you? And that's why early morning, what we do is we start our day with anti-procrastination. How do I do that? We write down the most difficult task of the day. And I'm telling you, betting you, that out of 8 billion people in this world, 7.99999 something. You know what is their daily routine? Hello? You know what is their daily routine? I don't know why they don't uh, get into the other side of it. The daily routine is get up in the morning, do some rituals, get dressed, send their children to the school, go to the work, come back home, watch some TV, have a drink, eat, sleep, get in the morning. So Monday gone like that. Tuesday also the same thing. Early morning, rituals, going to office, putting the school, the kids, coming back, TV, eating, sleeping. Tuesday also gone. Wednesday, we are in the middle of the time. Now you are tired. You're already tired. We need a break. Again, getting up in the morning, sending the schools, people to the schools and all those things. Your morning 9 to 5, then your office and politics and many other things. Evening, TV, enjoy whatever the time you have. Like that, Friday comes in. Friday is the time for people to, come out, break free. Ajad. So they toss the beer. Or Saturday, they'll do the same thing. Yeah. That day you become lion. Yeah. That day you become the lion. Saturday, it's your day. Shani. And then you try to do something out of this. You enjoy some good food. You go out with your people. Enjoy some picnic. And then what happens? Evening you come drenched. Why? Because next day is Sunday. Lazy morning. Then whole day washing. And after that, you again become a pussycat. Early morning, Monday morning. Yes or no? So, my dear, this is what happens. This trend is called as the followers trend. Out of 8 billion people in this world, majority, mostly, they are following the same trend. Why? because of certain things. It's called procrastination. They have a will, but they can't do it. So today I thought of giving you some very powerful discourse out there. Is it designed by me? No, it is designed by my experiences. So I found out the biggest problem that we have is most of the time we do not know what we are capable of, and our skills are directly dependent on the tools which are available. Yes or no? Yeah, tools and the environment that brings us. So check your environment, check your surroundings. Who is there when you wake up? Tell me, who is there when you wake up? Do you need someone to wake you up? Then probably you have not woken up. You know, my mentor, my uncle used to tell me, the most dangerous fellows in this world are those fellows who dream with their eyes open. They're the most dangerous fellows. Okay? And the most fierce guys are who are always trying to find a leak, find a hack, to do those things what they're dreaming with their eyes open. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing is, how many of you guys are thankful that you are alive? Then we will don't wake up only. Yeah. So if you are alive, this is my way of telling you. I'm not going to preach you anything. If you are alive, please understand. Whatever you have programs, whatever you have to-do list, that fellow's to-do list is still empty. I mean, it is still has to be done a lot of things. When I say empty, I want to say there is a lot of things pending. And that's why he is keeping you alive. Yes or no? I don't know which religion, which culture, whatever it is. But I understood one thing. The moment his task is done, the next very second millisecond also I will not get. Do you agree, sir? तो try करके देख ले suicide नहीं कर पाएगा. Are you there with me? So now the thing is, if you are given a kind of a task to come here, some people understand their task, some people don't. Yeah, and some people are there to remind you of your task, remind you of who you are. That's why Jamvat came into existence. That's why all the gurus are there. That's why all the coaches, mentors, trainers. कहीं ना कहीं पे you are getting somebody. And by the way, the gurus can be of any shape, size, living thing, non-living thing also. Hello? Okay. Many of you guys might not know. मेरे घर में एक स्कूटर है. Okay, it's called LML Vespa. आज भी है. And the way to start the scooter is first you take that choke, then उसको 45 degree angle में डालना होता है. फिर 15 बार धीरे धीरे करके 20 करना पड़ता है. And then you kick it, then it will start. How I know this? Because I've been doing this for more than the last 20 years. So the moral of the story is, unless and until I have inspected, I cannot get the result what I expect. The same thing happens, and this is the best learning that I have for my scooter. So today, when we are gathered together, my first thing is, how can you understand your circumstance or change your circumstance? If you are not able to change your circumstance, at least you can have this virtual circumstances, a virtual environment. When you wake up, you are having around 5 or 10 people who are actually working out with you. That's why Victory Time has been designed. People who are watching this, if you do not know what is Victory Time, just type in Victory Time in the comment sections, and somebody from the team will connect back to you. Victory Time is something where you work from 5 o'clock to 6:30 without any nonsense, without any talking. There is no teaching, there is no preaching, there is no learning, nothing. Just concentrate on your work. Strategize. This is the best time because no one is going to disturb you. There are many such people who have talked about this. Someone calls it as 5 a.m. club, someone calls it as Brahma Muhurtam, someone calls it as some other things, but I call it as the conscious level. This is the time when you can do certain things which other animals cannot do. Hello. This is the only thing that human beings can do. Human beings can actually create their visions. Yeah. So when you visualize, how do you visualize? You cannot visualize sitting there and meditating. Sorry, in this urban area, there are so much of nonsense and so much of noise happening. It is very difficult for you to concentrate. There might be a horn, there might be someone crying out, there might be some other noise. It is very difficult. In olden days, you can go to jungle and you can do some meditation. But now, where is the jungle was? Unfortunately, the jungle is in a deterioration stage. So the best way to do it is, if you want to meditate, meditate with the pen and paper. That is what we always try to tell you. So whatever you are going to meditate, you are going to meditate always the investment of your life. What is investment of your life? Investment is always futuristic, never past tense. Hello? Do you get my point? Investment and dreams, if it is not aligned, then you cannot go to that designated goal that you have. So here are some pointers that I have written for you in the morning. Okay. So the first thing is, are you ready to challenge your circumstances from now? Now, right now. Right now. Are you willing to change your circumstances? Otherwise, you're going to do the same thing what 7.9999% of the people are doing it. Not percentage, the billions of people are doing it. So you need to take out some time of yourself. That is very, very difficult. Hello? Can you take out some time for yourself? What are you going to do there? The first thing is you have to realize that you have a lot of power, but you might not know. So how do you do that? Same, take the pen and paper, simple thing, and write a list of things that you love. Simple. Can I do that? Can I do that? Okay. Don't do it right now. Okay, I'll tell you. Write down a list of things that you love. Yeah, that you love. Because what you love is what's something that's truly going to give you that happiness. Not you are forced to do it. That's why I'm always against this word called discipline. Discipline is when you are forcing something not because of your passion and love and other stuff, but you are doing it just because you have to do that, because the world tells you to do that. Wake up at 4 o'clock. Why? Hey, wake up at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is a great time. Why should I wake up at 4 o'clock? If I am energetic in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, that's my Brahma Muhurta. If I'm energetic at midnight at 12 o'clock, that's my Brahma Muhurta. I can do anything from there. Now, though, after globalization, it's day and night, everything is same. Yeah. So that is the first level. Number two, once you have done, I'm giving you the entire formula. Write down the list. At least try it today. Can you guys do it? I'm changing you. Okay. Write down the list of things that you love. Next, optimize that. Optimize means arrange it, assign it, align it. If it is not aligned to your goals, या तो तुम्हारा goal खराब है, या तो तुम्हारे liking खराब. Did you get my point? Are you guys with me? Okay. If the things that you love is not aligned to your goals, या तो somewhere you have not done your goals correctly, or you have not aligned yourself with the goals, then you are in a misfit. And if you are in a misfit, then again, tension to intention, intention to fit the tension ho jayega. That's why many people, they hate to go to job in the Monday morning. Yes or no? They are going to job not because of themselves, but because they are compelled to do, because of their family, because of their loan, because of their credit card, because of many other things that they have missed out. And now they have no other thing other than just following the simple thing. Why? They're going to get some money. Yellow. How many of you guys are with me so far? Okay. So once you have done this, the third thing I understood, okay, it took a lot of time for me to really understand this. And it is a very powerful thing. Are you ready to lose your identity? Can you align yourself to somebody else's vision? And that is what is called a surrender. So this is what I am trying to do also. Okay, I am definitely trying to believe in the people who are around. So I've got two families. One family gave me birth, and the other family I am birthing to. This is the family of people who are Christians, people who are in the ant community. This is the family I spend more time than my own family. Do you know that? Why? Because I'm completely surrendering myself and my entire team to this. Your goals, your dreams is something that we are more looking for. If I lose my identity and work for you, work towards you, and help you to achieve your goals and destination, don't you think I will grow? Right? But for that, I have to lose my identity. Yeah, it is very difficult to come out of that. Hello, I am blah blah. I have done blah blah. To just become humble and they say surrender. So that's what I have changed this entire thing. Early morning when you come in the victory time, okay, when you're aligning yourself, find out how many people you can connect, how many people you can serve, how many people are willing to know about you. So these are the four things you have to know. Number one, whom you want to serve is only possible when you know what are your strengths, your weaknesses, your threats, and your opportunities. Hello? right? Otherwise, you are serving the wrong guy who doesn't need your service. Then what happens? You don't get recognized. Yeah. If you are serving everyone, then it is called as charity. I'm sorry. So the first thing is you need to identify what are your strengths. Number two, find out those people who needs your powers, your strengths, your skills to minimize their pain and problem, delete their problems, or permanently have an insurance that the pain and problem does not happen. And that person should be in intense pain and urgency to take your support. And that is the first thing. Serving the person who is right for you. And that is only possible when you know your strengths. Number two, this person should be someone who is also ready to support you in somewhere. How? Don't look at that, but look at his potential to take your service also. So that might not be only money. He can help you in network. So there are many things that I thought it was wrong. So money can be in different shape and size and format. Money can be one small connection also. Hello? Money can be a small network. Money can be a small leverage. Money can be a passing of a tool or a machine. Money can be a new guidance. Money can be a new learning or knowledge. Money can be a new being. Yeah, there are different kind of money. Money is a token. Yeah, and it is very, very connected. There are people who knows about this. They will understand this. If you have a low quality product, you are confident that your output is going to be a low quality. Yes or no? Do you agree, sir? If you have a low quality of a product or a tool, your output is 100% going to be something that you are not going to be confident about. So if you cannot buy the high quality, at least you can borrow the high quality. So what I mean by this is that in this particular year, if you are not collaborating, if you are not joining hands with that like-minded person, probably the success is going to be very far. So here are some pointers for you. Okay, to lose your identity, to ask for help, to borrow their tools, to probably get their guidance, you need to lose your identity. Yes or no? Kuch kharab nahi hoga. Marega nahi tu. Okay. So I've got like 9 points to give it to you. Yeah. So today's session is all about this. Then we can go to Idea Master. 9 points. Point number 1. Find out your foundation. What are your strengths, weaknesses? Yeah. I think this is something that we do for inner circle classes as well. Number 1. Number 2. Is it an ideal vision or just a kind of a hallucinated vision? Ideal vision should have proper steps and milestones to achieve. Okay. Third one, for reaching each milestone, you need to have certain plan, certain tool, certain skills, and certain people. Right? Okay. If you are focusing on the main goal, you will never achieve the main goal. So focus on these small milestones. So how to climb mountains? Step by step. Right? How do you climb mountains? Step by step. You don't just jump on mountains. Yeah. Yeah. Point number 4. Yeah. You need to also have the principles and the mastery to reach to each milestones. And that is only possible when you harvest the skills of not only yours, but others as well. Right? Not only your skill, but other skills as well. 1%, this is my understanding. 1% cannot learn everything, buddy. Yes or no? Okay. Look, one more thing I would like to tell you. Our ancestors had a tail. We don't. Yes or no? Because the things that we don't use becomes vestigial. Right? The things that we don't use goes vestigial. Right now, how many of you guys can remember at least 5 phone numbers? Just give me a high five. 5 phone numbers. No? Achha, how many of you guys at least 15 years back were able to, at least 10 years back were able to remember at least 2 or 5, 2 to 4 phone numbers? then what is happening? Something you are not using. So if you are not using, like the tail is vanished, your memory is also going to vanish. Yes or no? Yeah. Our ancestors were doing Vedic mathematics. They can calculate a lot of technical things. And even English language does not have that many number of the names of zeros. But Indian Vedic science has all the things. And I'm sorry, Aryabhatta did not invent the zero. It was invented many, many lakhs years before that. Right? Before Mahabharata, zeros were invented. Yes or no? Then how did you find out the distance between earth and sun? It is there in Hanuman Chalisa. You'll figure it out. So the thing is, where we are heading to. So you need to have the skills and understand that what you can do out of that skills. Remember my words. It is my word. It is not the tool. So don't go behind the tool. It is what you do with the tool that matters. I have seen myself. I have seen on the road, there was a gentleman. He had a pencil, only this much of the pencil was there. Only this much. And with that, he was able to draw a beautiful sketch, which I never could do in a full pencil. If you give me a full packet of pencil also, I had this. He did not have it. So it is not the tool, it is what you do with the tool. Again, it is not the knowledge, what you do with the knowledge that matters. Now the question is what to do. If you are doing is not solving a problem, not minimizing somebody's pain and problem, and not giving an insurance, then that doing is not in the correct place. Good one. Next point. Okay. It's called BTS. Barriers to success. What are those things that is holding you, stopping you? Okay. So, according to my mentor, my uncle, he says, people fail because of only two reasons. Okay. They have a lack of willpower and lack of skill power. Yes or no? Yeah. That is my mentor's word. I disagree with him. Mentor hai, manta hu main, but I disagree. Why? Because in today's world, skill I can borrow, skill I can buy, skill I can rent, skill I can hire. You are good in accounts. I don't understand ABCD of accounts. I can hire you. So I think the skill is not important. Are you guys with me? That's why if you want to break that monotony of every day 9 to 5, then it is not the skill. There is something else. There is something else. And it is not just around willpower also. Willpower definitely is required. But willpower without the right guidance, without the right tools, without the clarity of your mind is going to be completely devastating. You might have an AK-47, but you are going in a wrong direction and you can become a terrorist. So it is not good. So barriers to success also depends upon the people around you. Now tell me, where is the community where everyone gets up at morning 5 o'clock? Everyone comes here, they share their wins of success. Everyone is a winning place. So again, there is a very beautiful thing. You are as good as the number of people around you, the average of all the people around you. Whom are you waking up with? What are their dreams and what are their ambitions? Hello? Huh? That can be your own family member. That can be your pet also. With whom are you spending more time? Then you are going to be the average of that as well. You can hate me for this, but I'm loving it. Why? Because there is a beautiful thing. I will connect with you in some time. So barriers to success are sometimes which is man-made and man-created and man-visualized. You might not have that thing. Your problem, you are looking at a big problem, might not be things. So you need to grow beyond the director perspective. And that is only possible when you come here and learn about idea mastery. Every problem is solvable only when you know how to think about the problem. The next point is, you cannot grow unless and until you have a dream team. That's why we are opening out our gates. If you are interested to work along with us, we have got certain opportunities out there. Some are completely on voluntary basis, where you will learn, you will work along with us. And again, I'm telling you, when you work as a volunteer, what are things happens? Number one, you get to see the real action. Okay, you can see the masters and you can probably ponder over their shoulders and learn how the things are done, which you will never learn from books, never learn from programs, never learn from just watching and being there. Because when someone is demonstrating and doing it in front of you, there is nothing like that. Yes or no? You give me 20 books, I will not be understanding anything. I'll need probably 1 to 2 years to master those 20 books. But if you spend 20 minutes and show me, Dada, this is how it is done, I might be learning much more faster than that. Yes or no? Yeah. So your dream team has to be somebody who has mastered certain crafts which you alone cannot do. Right? Did you get my point? So what kind of dreams teams you have to know? So dream team is dependent on the Navagraha. That's why all the big emperors used to have 9 jewels. Hello? Have you heard of that? They have Navaratnas, Navagrahas. So each one has different dimensions. In business also, we have got Navaratnas also. Okay? And the last Ratna is me. So let me tell you, there is something called as Ashtabahu. That's the principle that we talk about. And the last one, the 9th one, which is not spoken, it is me. How is it going to be possible? So it is possible only when you get into that decision-making structures. So let me tell you the last point here. Sorry, second last point. Okay. So every time there are areas which is going to make you uncomfortable. And that is what out of 8 billion people, 7.99999 people, they can't do it is probably hugging that uncomfortable situation. Everyone cannot be a leader or a owner. That's why they follow to choose, okay, TK, chalenge. They become comforters. So today, this is one thing that I would like to ask you. If you want to follow the same thing, you will get the same result. When you get the same result, tomorrow is also going to be the same thing. But if you plant a seed today and nurture it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, might be there is a fruit, might be there is a flower, might be there is nothing. But at least you will have an experience. At least you will have learning to share with others. Right? And the last part, point number 9, is commitment to your vision. It is not about one day, jaldi ud gaya, chutti hai. Nahin. Every day, even it is Holi, Diwali, Eid, Christmas, whatever it is. When you are not committed, if you take one break, so how you do anything is how you do everything. Another mentor of mine, he used to tell me that. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you have taken a break in holiday, oh, Dada, aaj to holiday hai. What is holiday? You are doing something. So is it like grit? Yes. So if you are here and if you are watching this, today's session is over. I'm here just to tell you this part. People come here, we can have idea mastery, many other things are there. But how many of you guys found today's session has different kind of some kind of a thing that is making you to boost your own self? This is my challenge. No one can inspire you, no one can motivate you, no one can push you, no one can force you, no one can stop you, no one can make you down. No one can make you to think in a lower voice. Only one thing can happen. Only one point can do. And that is the person sitting inside you. Yes or no? Yes or no? जितना भी तुमने कुछ भी सीखा हो, that ego is coming from that guy. Whatever you are scared of, coming from that guy. Whatever your incapabilities are that you think is coming from that guy. Whatever you feel confident about, coming from the same guy. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now, Dada, I have taken a huge amount of loan. I have to pay this guy also, that guy also. Fine. So what you have done yesterday? Are you going to do the same thing what you have done yesterday, or you are going to do something today? Did you get my point, sir? Okay. So here are the 3 points that I would like to share with you. The first thing you need to work out today is right now, work for money now. What is money now? Help somebody right now who is willing to pay you right now. Did you get my point? How do I do that? Reach out. How do I reach out? Talk, call, meet, send mails, connect. So if you want to know how all these things happens, then definitely you need to get into the FEST, Finance Excellence Strategy Technocrats. These are the kind of power that doing. And today I would also like to disclose that whatever I knew about business, whatever I knew about sales, whatever I knew about marketing, I have nullified everything just a few days back. I'm again in the square one because this year, absolutely a new devastation has happened. The same age-old techniques of going and finding fault and asking people, okay, tell me what you want. It is not going to work. Asking questions not going to work. It's the different dimensions. And that's why this particular season that I'm doing, Fest 14, is going to be so dramatic. Everything's going to change here. You no longer need to have an RFX. You no longer have to go into different kind of a marketing systems. You don't have to even persuade people. You don't have to even convince people. You don't have to even close people. It's an absolute new dimension. And that is only possible when you are ready to submerge, surrender to somebody in your life. So with that, I will pause today's recording here. But I would like to ask you, can you write down your names? How did today's session help you to think differently? How is today's session helping you to accelerate your vision? Remember one thing, if you are not able to accelerate in your vision, in your thoughts, in your ideas, in your capacities of optimizing, you are not going to take an acceleration action also. Accelerated action, I mean to say. Did you get my point? 2024 is a different game. If you are not combining your thought, your action, your skills, people skills, and automation together, you will not be able to compete with the world outside. Did I make myself clear? Your thoughts, your skills, your action, people skills and actions, and automations. You need to learn that. This is the only way. All right, write down your names quickly. Write down your names quickly. And I'll tell you one thing. Many of you guys will not write down in the comment section. Why? Because again you are procrastinating. Again you are thinking, nahi yaar, kya karna hai? Dusre log karenge. Again you are thinking, no, this is not my cup of tea. Again you are thinking, अरे थोड़ा ज्ञान है, अच्छा लगता है सुनने में. Again you are thinking that बस वही है, काम तो वही है, काम तो वही करना है, क्या ही है, चलो अच्छा है. And you don't write yourself. You don't participate. You are already a loser. Did you get my point? Did you get my point? If you don't participate, you are already a loser. Yeah. So here is a beautiful story before I end and give the mics to you. Write down your names quickly. So there is a small kid and he's participating in the school race, annual race or whatever, for annual this thing. And his father is there. So he starts to run. He falls down. He looks at his father. Father says, come on, you can do it. Hey. He gets up somewhere. He's the last one now. Again, he gets up. Something happens and he stumbles. This is a small kid. He falls again. His father is now in a distance. He's saying, get up. And he looks at the father. Somehow he gets this through. Got another 10 feet. Something happens. The shoe gets entangled. Again, he falls down. He could not finish the race directly. But he went somehow walking, digging, all these things. He finished that thing. And everyone in that crowd, they stood up and they clapped for him. The guy was completely stupefied. I said, like, I am not the winner. I am not somebody who has, own anything. But why the crowd is cheering? Because this is what the father said. The crowd is cheering because it is not about how many times you failed. It is about how many times you rose. Did you get my point? So many of us, we have probably reached to a place where you think, bas mera liye life khatam, idhar hi last. No. So I leave the stage open to you guys. The mic is all yours, and you have the powers to unmute yourself. Go ahead and share your thoughts. Reflection is different than realization. Let's see. Go ahead, guys. Over to you.
Good morning, everybody. Dada, I think over the time we are like wires which get rusty. तो आगे current जाता नहीं है. तो it gets a layer of something develops over the battery आप देखते हैं हम. तो today's session I think was really very powerful. It cleaned, at least for me, it was very powerful. It cleaned off like all that stuff, and I can feel the spark again. Thank you so much, Dada.
Awesome. So first you will see the change. Then the very, very close people around you will see the change. Then the society will see the change. And then ultimately the change will be seen in your bank account. That's the process. Yeah, next person, please.
We don't know how capable we are. And this is the thing which stops us actually. If we know our capability somehow, so it can make us rise. And that I think can only come from the inner part of ourselves, the big brother of ourselves. And environment is the most important thing. And we get that environment here. We are lucky.
So either you create the environment or go to that environment where your price is higher. That example is there, that water bottle, when it comes out of the factory, might be 5-10 rupees. When it goes to a restaurant, might be 20 rupees. The same thing which is in an airport might be still higher. Why? Because the location is creating that value. Might be we're in a wrong location. We need to change the location. And Amit, I don't agree with you that I have to know my capabilities. Many times, if I know my team's capabilities, I will be much more powerful than just what I can do. Yes or no? Okay. So I'm not telling that I don't have my capabilities, but if my capability is only about just only one thing, if I can understand, if I can empathize, and if I can love, and if I'm able to be transparent and respectful with my team, my dream team, I think you can move mountains. Right? Awesome. Next person.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Actually, today I reached at 3:30 a.m. here. I was traveling night from Andhra to Cochin, and I thought when I reach home at 3:30, I thought, kya so jate? I will sleep. Why should I go into with train? Kal jate. Then again, my inner self taught me if I break here, again I will have to stagnate for a long period. I don't want to take break. So I didn't sleep. From 3:30, I was doing things in the home and I continued that, which make me to continue my willpower and commitment. So I am thinking whatever I want to do, I have to decide. So, and this session is giving me more power to do that. Thank you, Ram.
Awesome. Nice. See, this is something that 8 billion people cannot do. Did you get my point? Intention, only then intention. Yeah. Next person.
Hello. Oh, thank you, Dada. Today's session was about, I think, about having a reminder that having a tool or knowledge, just it is not useful. Actually, implementation of the knowledge is what going to be useful. And if we doesn't going to use our knowledge, otherwise it will be vanished, just like our ancestors used to have a tape, which is vanished now. That is the thing which I can take from it.
Good.
Thank you.
I think one thing we should not stop is, loving ourselves and loving for others. If that is vanished, probably the world is going to be a very, very pathetic place to be here. Yes or no?
Yes.
My thinking. Yeah. Good. Next person.
Yeah. Good morning, Dada. Good morning, Chris family. Couple of things only, like it was one strong takeaway which I've been doing on a daily basis, especially this money today. Okay, what are you going to do for money today? And that's my business. Okay, so the right word, it's not about how are you making money. So what are you going to do for money today, money tomorrow? You're calling people every single day, the ritual. And thanks for reminding. The second one is for reminding the quote of T. Harvey. I've been a great student of him, especially. What you do, anything is what you do, everything actually decides, the present scenario and the future. Because what we are today, what you do, anything is what you do, everything. But that quote is something very strong, which decides the procrastination or whatever it is, especially in order to achieve. The two takeaways are very strong for me. Thank you, Dada, for reminding that, actually.
Great. Next person, quickly.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, I think your voice is breaking.
Today's Mastery has been, you give. Good morning, Dada. Give 10 points to those people who are attending. But what the thing today is, you gave us some 10 pointers which are very valuable. once in a while we need these kind of things to do some self introspection and come out. So it has been very today's Dhamma has been very enlightening. Thank you, Dada.
Thank you so much. And people who are watching this on YouTube, if you have anything that helps you to connect, please, I'm requesting you now. If you think that you have any friend who needs this kind of an area, this kind of a power position, this kind of a place where they want to prolifer, if this is the place where they want to grow in their health, wealth, fitness, relationship, finance, everything, 9 different dimensions, then please do share this videos or whatever to that person. Might be this is a part of the job that you are supposed to do. Might be this is what you are meant to do, is just one thing, is one touch. So why not you become that? Share me in the comments on what are the areas that you want to grow in the comment section, whichever whether it is on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you are. Share me about the things that is holding you. Share me the things which are probably, because at least when you tell others, you are telling yourself. So if you want to know the dimensions of how we are talking about this, so there are many areas. If you're stuck in your life and want to start your life from scratch with nothing, absolute nothing, then probably you can nominate yourself for God Mode on, where we will show you how you can, only with your experience, no extra learning, no extra softwares, no extra humdrums and programs and within the next 20-25 days, you should be able to get your first couple of clients. This is how it is possible. It is not about the learnings anymore now. It is about the experience that you have. So for that, it is called God Mode. For people who are already stable and you want to scale up, then you should know about how to close a deal. And for that, you need to learn about FEST. FEST is the place where we teach you how to close deals. And people who are into that leadership position, you want to communicate to the world, you want to communicate to the things, you want to make people to follow you, come out of politics, come out of all the things. Then there is something called as leadership to ownership. Gone are those days of being leaders. Now it is ownership. So how do you communicate? How do you learn all these things? By a calisthenics methods. Okay, it's a kind of a body language that will be giving you more than 6 different dimensions of understanding, of creating, and it's called as a industry systems. So if you want to know about that, then also you can write L2 leadership to ownership, and we can definitely help you out on that. So with that, I will pause today's session. I hope this session has given you new dimensions. I'll see you tomorrow. The Dhamma Mastery's tomorrow session, Idea Mastery, we are going to talk about a topic which is called as travel. Yeah, it's a new topic. We have crafted 68 weeks. We have already planned. And right now we have already completed multiple of this. So the next topic that we are going to have for this next 3 days, tomorrow it will be an ideation, validations. Day after tomorrow it will be materialization. And on Thursday I will show you how to make money out of it. It's called as monetizations. Every idea is monetizable if you learn this powerful 4 to 5 steps that we have. I'll see you tomorrow. The topic tomorrow is called ideation.